we'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down, McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
On the carry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That's good.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. from the red zone now. Bridgewater to the right side, and he's got more complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Cooper's got him. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Elliott. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, this to Jarwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got it at the 15. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Panthers 1st down.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25 yards.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Prescott on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got. And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Intercepted by the... So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape. Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission. Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter. Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. So we are at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Elliott. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10. At their own 23.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Number 21, Ezekiel.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Now Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Cowboys.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go to Elliott again. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Brown. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Prescott from the gun. Able to shake him off. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Cowboys 17.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Curtis Samuel, 8 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the end.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. And he's got it. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here.
1st down and goal to go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Then he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too. Absolutely.
Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your court.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Getting set to go again here. Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
33-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. this throw caught left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
First down, Cowboys.
This to Jarwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And this one quickly to Lamb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. K1 Short picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Bridgewater here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air one out for it. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it in for the score in the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.